Hello, everyone. This is Jomar Hilario, and you're listening to me, Jomar. And tonight is we're gonna have a guest lecturer. His name is Jay McLean, and we're going to teach you all about LinkedIn for the next this week up to the next 3 weeks. So, as our custom for our webinar, please do your selfie post. Take a selfie of what you're doing right now and post it in social media. Only 5 of you actually do it because the rest of you are still matigas ang ulo. That's how you start. When you when you have overcome the shyness of posting selfies of you learning something, then you will have begun the success journey faster. Okay? Because that's how it works. If you show people that you're learning instead of, hiding the fact that you're learning, then your learning increases. Okay, so please take a picture of yourself learning from the webinar, smile for the camera, post it in Facebook, and tell them you're learning marketing. Okay, so my vision for you tonight is to get a new flavor of learning from my Australian friend Jay McLean, who is already online to teach you all about LinkedIn marketing today, next Monday, and next Monday again. So we do it slow, so you don't have to be overwhelmed. And our topic is showing you the 3 out of 5 requirements to your LinkedIn description to getting endless clients in that platform, LinkedIn, which actually I've never talked about in the past. I've always talked about Pinterest or YouTube or Facebook. But right now we're talking about LinkedIn, which is very good because not a lot of people were teaching you LinkedIn, especially in our country. I'm gonna show you my vision for you, that you immediately apply what Jay teaches you tonight. Okay? Can I get a yes for that? You're gonna immediately apply what you are going to learn tonight. So, hello, good morning, Jay. You can talk now, Jay.
Hello, Jomar. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Okay. Okay,
Uh,
tell us a little bit more about yourself, Jay. Why you're here in the Philippines? Jay's in the Philippines, by the way. I've known him for many years, but he lives in the Philippines. He's a Filipino with an Australian accent because that's where he. Um, what is that thing happened? That's where you grew
Good.
up. Okay. Okay.
You can say in Tagalog. I'll
Jay was
understand.
never. Yeah, yeah. By the way, you guys have to chat back in English, okay? Because uh, I know Jay still hasn't learned the language yet.
Yeah.
So if he asks you a question, you answer in English. Okay? And what
Please.
else do I need to say? Oh, I'd like to give the floor to Jay because we've done an event 2 years ago, or not, 2 years ago. We did a mentoring program, a 12-month mentoring program 2 years ago. And this is the next event we're going to do this coming October. But that's a long ways off. I would love you to learn from Jay right now. Would you love to learn right now? Please type the word right now so we can start.
Yeah, right now.
So, Jay, could you introduce yourself to us a little bit using your funny pictures, stuff like
Okay.
that?
Okay, so thank you, Joma, and thank you to all Joma's people and Danielle. Thanks for helping setting this up. So yeah, so it's always an honor to share with, especially with Joma's group, and especially with you guys that's listening right now. Um, Please excuse the accent. So just bear with me, but I'll try to speak as clear English as possible. So really the purpose of right now, they're all coming in now. Okay, so the purpose of this evening, I know I'm limited for time, but I'm going to try to share as much as I can within this time that we have, is the 3 out of 5 key requirements to your LinkedIn summary or your description. So as Joma was saying, not many of you probably know LinkedIn from a strategy point of view. So it's my objective for the next 3 weeks is to share as much as I can in terms of LinkedIn being a very good strategy for getting clients, getting bosses, getting businesses, a lot of that stuff, which I personally use myself. So 3 out of 5 key requirements for attracting endless new targeted customers in LinkedIn. Now, just sort of an update is that for the next 3 weeks, I'll be talking about, well, tonight will be LinkedIn summary. And then this is only just the beginning, right? And then next week will be LinkedIn initial message. You may think, well, what the heck is that? But just bear with me, just remember that. And then week 3 will be LinkedIn status updates. And then Jeremiah will be sharing about what's next after this. So now, just allow me to quickly share about my story, and hopefully a lot of you have heard me. If not, well, this is for you. I'll try to do it as quick as I can so I can get straight into the key sharing. So born in the Philippines, as Jomar was saying, but basically went to Australia at a very young age because mum remarried to an Australian, and that's why you get my J McLean name. I grew up in Melbourne, Australia. Has anyone been to Melbourne, Australia before? Just type in yes. Or instead of saying yes, you have to say g'day, mate. If you can spell that in Aussie accent, that's even better. G'day, mate. Okay, so let's just see if someone says that on the chat. That would be cool. Okay.
It's
No one's
funny.
saying it yet. So I'll have to wait. I know there's a little bit of delay, but that's cool. It's coming. Okay, well, we'll just see. I'll just wait for it, but I'm just going to keep going. So today, though, in terms of myself, I'm a business growth strategist. I'm a best-selling author. Oh, someone's been to Australia, but you have to, Jem, you have to say g'day, mate. Okay, and basically, I've had about 15 years personal business experience. I've had a lot of businesses in the past, but I think I've found where I want to be and what I would really want to do. And then that's a lot of business consulting. And the other part there is that I'm a 1.5 year father of an awesome daughter, Angeline, and I always show this slide or something of Angeline, her latest photo, because I just can't help myself. And she is my first daughter, so she's awesome. So this is a picture of her. So she's 1.5 years. So like I said, I'm a best-selling author. This is the book that literally created the positioning and the profile for me, and a lot of the momentum was from this book. So the book's titled Millionaires and Billionaire Secrets Revealed. It was co-authored with my mentors, one in Australia and one in America. And basically, it's an awesome book talking about success secrets of people like Richard Branson, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. So that's another session where you have to ask me how I was able to connect with these guys, but I won't be sharing that in this session. And there's also other books. So once I came to Philippines, so like I said, I grew up in Melbourne, but just recently, well, for the last 5 years, I've been going back and forth from Melbourne to Philippines, but probably for the last year and a half now. Well, basically, just after I had the sessions with Jomar, that's when I decided that I'll stay here more permanently. And so we co-authored. What I mean by we is a few entrepreneurs here in the Philippines who've co-authored books like these. So Facebook, marketing books, personal development books, and there's even more books about more entrepreneurial books and other personal development books. So these are the books, and I've had fun doing it. But my core business is consulting, training, and publishing, and that's the brand there, Life Master Success Secrets. And overall, we have a pretty big reach now, well, more than 500,000. But in terms of Filipino reach, we've got over 50,000 active Filipino fans. So hopefully you guys can be part of that. And that's really in a nutshell about what I do and why I'm here. But really the main purpose why I'm here is just to share with you some more. I know I'm pretty known for Facebook marketing, but this is where the first time I've revealed about LinkedIn, and it's by coincidence again, it's Jomar's group that I'm sharing like latest cutting edge stuff. And I must say that this is where I get a lot of my money. Well, a big money. So my big clients are coming from here. My big strategic partners are coming from here. And that's just what I've created here in the Philippines. But in Australia, the other big thing you can do is basically, branding and positioning with the media. So we've done a lot of stuff with radio, with TV, and with newspaper, print media, which is newspaper, and there's an entrepreneur magazine like what you have here, but in Australia. And all this stuff was from LinkedIn. So I'm very excited to sort of share with you these strategies. and hopefully, and like what Jeremiah was saying, is that you will take action on these strategies immediately, right? So who's going to take action on these strategies immediately once I share them? Say yes. Say yes.
Yeah, just keep going. You'll say yes
Yeah.
later.
So yeah, I'm noticing that. Um, we got one person with audio problem, but that's cool. So, but before I start talking about LinkedIn and why the cool stuff you could use in LinkedIn is, I want to ask you guys some serious questions, some very important questions. Now, normally these questions would appear one by one, but we're using a different format with PDF, so you're going to see them all. But the first question is how many of you use LinkedIn or have created a LinkedIn account? Oh, there's all the yeses coming now. Ah, so I get it now, Jomar. It's like it's coming in by the truckloads. Okay, so how many of you use LinkedIn or have created a LinkedIn account? And for those that have, how many of you use LinkedIn to build a personal and or a business brand? Okay, so for the guys that use LinkedIn, do you actually use it to build your brand, your personal brand, and your business? In fact, those two could be the same. And how many of you use LinkedIn to grow your database of customers? Okay, these are just the questions I wanted to plant early, very early, for you guys to just get your subconscious to think about this, because my goal would be to answer these questions for you during the next 3 weeks. In terms of the second question, I definitely use it as a personal branding and a business branding. Okay, cool. I can see that there's quite a few of you have LinkedIn accounts. That's great. And I definitely build my database. I mean, besides Facebook and social media, but LinkedIn is probably the core one where I get high-end clients or high-end customers for my database. Okay, so so I'm just checking. There's a lot of you that have a LinkedIn account, so that's fantastic. And let's see if we can answer this. But there's another question. Did you know that basically 78% of business owners and or entrepreneurs can't remember the password? That's awesome. Um, you know, have LinkedIn but don't really know how to use it for to help their business. Okay, so it's 78%. So there's a fact there that there's a lot of people that use it but are not effectively using it, and that was how Facebook started. But there's a lot more people that are more switched on Facebook, and LinkedIn is going through the same directions, especially now that LinkedIn is starting to get a better profile, better positioning, and people are realizing that there is a lot of high-end clients and bosses, if you're looking for that, in LinkedIn. And when you put a LinkedIn account, you're pretty much showcasing your background, your company's background. So it's very real. Like I say, it's about 80% that a lot of the content in LinkedIn is very true. So if you say you're talking to Jomar, you're talking to a Jomar, right? With information that he's sharing on LinkedIn. It's not like it's like an alias account or anything, which you do get at times in Facebook. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with Facebook. So 78%. Now I want to plant some more facts just quickly before I go into the strategies. Is that 49% of LinkedIn members, that's nearly 50% of people in LinkedIn, are the key decision makers for that business or for a potential client that you're looking for. Okay, so that's an important fact to know, because if you go out there networking and you're looking for customers, if you're coming from a business owner perspective, or if you're coming for getting clients, is that sometimes you have to filter through the emails or the people until you get to the key decision maker, right? In LinkedIn, it's about 50-50. It's 50%. You're talking to the right person that's going to say, yes, I like your services, and yes, I can afford your services, right? So you don't have to keep, asking their HR department, or you don't have to keep asking their project manager trying to get to the CEO or to the business owner, or trying to speak to the assistant and trying to get meetings with the business owner, you're actually going to be speaking 50% of the time to the business owner or to the director or to the principal or to the president of that company or of that brand. So that's a very important fact that I found very early, and that's why I have a lot of high-end clients from LinkedIn. And then the other fact here is that LinkedIn generates more leads for that B2B. B2B stands for business to business companies than any other social network out there, right? So it goes to show that there is a lot of true clients out there, big clients that you can get in LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going because I'm still I'm seeing good day, mate. So I'll just keep going. So I'll keep going, Joma. Okay, good. Okay,
That's how
and
it works. If they log in late, they're
yeah.
gonna see the stream as if it was live.
Oh, okay, okay.
But they just began. You know what I mean? So that's good. That's there. That's what
Cool.
happens.
Okay. And then lastly, the last fact is that more than 61% of members, okay, of members in LinkedIn use the site as their primary professional network. Okay, so that's 61%. So that's a lot of people that are putting their information there, and they're putting their true information because they're treating it as a professional networking environment. Right, so that's like you going to, okay, what's some of the ones I've done recently? Going to the Rotary Club, right, and then speaking to people there, and you know that they're real professional people, right? Or that's going to the Chamber of Commerce Club and meeting people there, and you know that they're there to meet other professionals. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have to be a vice president or you have to be a president, but you can go out there and you know for a fact that you're speaking to a decision maker. So that tells you that LinkedIn is a good source of great potential customers that you could attract and basically that could use your services, and then of course get good income from that. So that's some key facts that I wanted to share because it's and that's why I use LinkedIn from this perspective. And it is a great platform. It's pretty much the only platform that I use where for a fact that you're dealing with professionals there because they're there for that particular reason, and the facts show that. Okay, so let's talk about the key three things, and let's talk about how I'm going to sort of share this. Now, I know that there's 5 key requirements here, but in it, all I can sort of share for this evening is the 3 key requirements, and then in the future, I will probably organize something with Joma where I can share you the rest. Okay, so it's 3 of the 5 key requirements to your LinkedIn summary. Okay, and I'll be sharing what the heck that is for attracting endless new targeted customers in LinkedIn. Okay, so the summary is this. So if you go to your LinkedIn account, so this account is a premium account. At the time when I created the slides, it was a premium one. Your account may look something different, and I've changed my account just for today, where you can see what it would look like in terms of the normal free account. So LinkedIn, like everything, like most social media platforms, is free, and you can use it pretty much to its full extent, but there's some key features there that you may not. So the summary is basically your profile of who you are and what value you want to provide, which means the service that you want to provide out there. So it's important that you put good information in there because that's where all the members, when they look at your profile, will be looking at first, right? This is where, if you're talking about heat sensors on the page, this is where all the eyes go to. So it's important, if you know for a fact that all the eyes or your potential customers or people that you're looking for, when they look at your profile, this is where they first read. So it's important that you position, you get your message across there ASAP, or as quick as possible. Like everything else, you only have a few seconds to get someone's attention. And if you don't grab that in the summary, then you've lost that potential customer. Okay, so that's why I'm going to share this one first, because it is so important that you get this right. So I'm going to share you some key tips to make this summary as good as it can be. Okay, so let's keep going. Jomar, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm editing my LinkedIn profile while you're talking. Like
Okay.
doing it right now.
Okay,
Thank
good,
you.
good. That's good because the chat stuff is like stopped, so I'm just making sure everyone's still there. There's no more people typing, so, but let's just keep going. Okay, so this
Yeah,
is
if you want, you asking them questions if you want them to keep talking.
okay,
That's
okay.
that's how it works.
Okay. Oh no, no, they're saying okay, good. So so this is another. This is just another snapshot of the summary. I've included pretty pictures there. It's actually one of them is a video, and there's more pictures, and then you can actually, oops, you can actually give if you know in when you create a website or you create a landing page or a sales page. I'm sure Jomar's shared these terminology before, and in exchange for an ebook, you can build your list or exchange for some information. It could be webinars or it could be MP3 file or whatever. Then for people for you to give that to people, they give you details. In LinkedIn, you can do the same thing, right? I mean, uh, they become connected to you, but you can give away free ebooks. So I've got here down the bottom, I've got ebooks that I give away, and even strategies that I give away. And you can do that in video form, in PDF form, literally in any form, and you can place that in your summary, right? So again, that's just more value out there and to grab people's attention of who you are. So let's break this summary down into 5 parts. But like I said, I'll be talking about 3 parts of the 5, and let's start from top down, okay? So the first one, so this is tip number 1 or requirement number 1, is question your audience. Okay, so question your audience. Number 1 has 2 parts. So the first part is question your audience. So my first thing that I do in the summary is I question, see it says here, first sentence should address your ideal target market and qualify them, right? So now we'll go back a little bit, is that I know my potential target market. I've done research and I know who I'm looking for out there, and I want to pinpoint those guys. So I want to address a question to those people. So as you can see here, a sample of my summary. Are you a business owner, an SME or small to medium entrepreneur? Are you a president or director? So now I'm addressing them. Okay, does everyone understand that? Yes. Okay, so there'll be delays there. Jerma, do you understand that? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a call out.
Okay, good. Okay, so you wanna pinpoint those people because I mean you're there to potentially get customers, get leads, and you want to find those ones. So you need to do your research, and Jomar has probably done sharing before or about finding your ideal or knowing your ideal target market. Okay, so my target markets are business owners, SME, entrepreneurs, presidents, directors. In this case. Okay, so that's the first thing is you need to question those particular people. Whoa, the chats are coming through. Okay, so the second part of this first one is question your audience with a pain point. Okay, with a pain point. So what's a pain point? So one pain point example could be that no time. Okay, the business owner may not have no time, or that no income or not enough income, or in my case, the business owner may not need more qualified leads or not enough customers. So that's a pain point, right? So you need when you're actually identifying your target market, you will also identify, what really is their pain points, or what are their needs, their wants, their fears, and their frustrations. That's what I always say. So if we end this first paragraph or first sentence in your summary, it's something like this. Are you a business owner, SME entrepreneur, president, or director who's finding it difficult to build your business to its full potential while attracting long-term customers or generate qualified leads and still have your life? Okay, so if you guys read that properly, you can go to my account. That's the link up the top on the slide there. And if you read that, that's an example of identifying my target market and identifying some of their pain points in pretty much one sentence. Okay, so you want to try to do that at the very start, because when people read your summary, they're going to read that first. So now you're basically qualifying who you want to go and read further. Does everyone understand this? It's a great tip. Awesome. Okay. So if you understand that, I want everyone, as one of their what's next to do for tonight and for this week, when they're doing their summary, is that their first paragraph has to be a question to their audience, to their target market, and then share a pain point. Okay, and then put a question mark in there. So now you're pre-qualifying who you want. Okay, so if they're not a business owner, then that's fine. If they want to connect with you, that's cool. You can just create another connection. But if they're a potential business owner, then now they're going to say, oh, this is interesting. Let's read on. So okay, so now let's talk about what's next. So that's the first key requirement, is to have that. Jomar, do you have a question?
Wait,
No?
wait.
Yep.
Yeah, I have an observation. Wonderful. This first one you said, it's
Yeah.
like converting that summary into a sales letter.
Yeah.
And that first thing you said is the headline.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yes. Okay. Good.
That's good.
And that's where, I mean, I didn't want to say that yet, but Jomar's already saying it, and I'm sure this group's probably already very savvy and very smart, and that's what I'm doing. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm turning my summary into a sales letter. I'm not turning it into say, okay, Jay has done this, Jay's done that. I'm there for business. I'm there to find the right people, and I'm networking. It's like you going networking in public. You don't want to be wasting your time for each person, unless if it's like a family thing. But if you're out there and you're paying a membership for the Rotary Club, which is an expensive one, right? You don't want to be wasting 3 hours to one person who, yeah, it could be a great friend, but if you're there to network and find customers or find strategic partners, you want to like filter those people out. Okay, they could be a great friend. That's fantastic. Then maybe speak to them another time. Let's go and speak to the next person. That's what I'm doing here. Is I want to, I'm trying to filter, in marketing terms, I want to funnel the right people I'm looking for. Okay, so that's the first one. So Jomar likes that. That's good. I can continue. The next key requirement is paint the picture. This is my way of saying it, is paint the picture. It's one of my mentors 5 years ago or 6 years ago that said this, and it stuck with me. So the next paragraph is you want to paint the picture to relieve pain and gain pleasure to these potential customers, right? So for example, I'm going to say that again, paint the picture to relieve pain, because you've focused on a pain point, so now you want to relieve the pain and you want to, give them some pleasure. So one way of doing it is using third-party evidence, right, to create more credibility. So in my case, in Australia, the Australian Bureau of Statistics is the biggest platform where you can get statistical evidence on everything, right? So it could be about business, it could be about migration, it could be about politics, it could be anything. So when you say like, a recent study of Australian Bureau of Statistics saying about business owners, then that's a great way to relieve pain and gain pleasure. So in my case, 80% of business owners that could start, or a recent study, it's an example. So if you can see at the bottom, it says a recent study by IDC, which is a market research firm. I'm trying to find something a lot bigger in the Philippines, because I'm trying to target Philippine clients at the moment, but I haven't found one. Jomar may be able to get me something that's very credible, where they provide statistical evidence on something. That would be cool. Anyway, that's a hint. Joma. Okay, a recent study by IDC, a market research firm, suggests that the amount of digital information created each year will increase to 35 trillion gigabytes by 2020, requiring 44 times more data storage than in 2009. As communications and information travels faster and faster, this has changed the way people live their lives and altered the way we conduct business. Okay, so that's something that I could just sort of find. That's something that I found. It's evidence from Singapore, which is sort of the Asian market. But I'm trying to find something more sort of well known in the Philippines and using that. So basically, I'm just saying that there's so much information out there, and the way we do business now has to be altered, has to change in a way, right? So let's just give another example. Paint the picture. So all these changes, or this is what I start. This is how I start my sentences. All these changes, or I use something like imagine. Okay. So let me just give you these examples down the bottom. All these changes have meant business has been turned upside down. Right? Many businesses that were once infallible are now struggling or broke, while others have seemingly come from nowhere and are now dominating the industry, making millions. Okay, so that's again painting the picture. And then I say, imagine a business education company. So that's I'm saying that's my company that can provide you a combination of practical and theoretical foundations to help you identify and deliver the solutions to meet your marketing or sales and business objectives. Okay, so I'm relieving pain and then I'm gaining pleasure, meaning that there's this pain, there's all this, there's all this crazy stuff happening online, there's all this crazy stuff happening with businesses today that were so different to 5 years ago, well, even 2 years ago, or 10 years ago, right? And now I'm providing a pleasure point, meaning I'm providing a potential solution that my company may have solutions to helping, those pains that they had, which I identified in key requirement 1. Okay, so any questions with that? Or Joma, have you got any points that you want to share with paint the picture?
Yeah,
Yes.
just tell them the pain.
Okay, so Joma says
That's
tell them the
that's
pain.
what I prefer.
Okay, so tell them the pain. Now, hey guys, whatever I share with you guys with these 3 key requirements and potentially the 5 key requirements in the future is that you all test and measure, your market. It doesn't mean that what I say is, the main, this is the thing. Whatever Jay says, that you got to follow it. But if your target market could be slightly different, or if Jomar's saying, just give them the pain, then if that works, then stick with it, right? I'm just giving you a foundation, some structure, and then, once you get better at it, then you can play around with it. But these are the things that's worked with me and, got me clients paying me 150,000 a month, 250,000 a month. This is pesos. I wish it was Australian dollars, but over here, right? So it's worked, and I've got a lot of proof now, and that's why I'm revealing this stuff now, because I've got proof in this environment. Okay, so that's paint the picture. So thanks, Joma. Paint the pain. I like that. Is that Dana? I hope I pronounced your name, Dana. Right? Paint the pain. Okay. So number 3. Oh, I might be going a little fast. So that's good. We've got plenty of time. So number 3 is what I refer to is earn the right. Right? So what you've done in number 1 is you've qualified your potential customer, you've given them some pain, and then in number 2, you've given some, statistical evidence that pain is true. That's what you're doing in number 2, is you're giving them statistical evidence, not yours, but a third party. So a third party that's well known in the marketplace, or that has, like, the Entrepreneur magazine said this, but you've got to make sure it's a fact. Right, and then now in number 3, you're earning the right. So you're saying to your customers that you have, you have the ability to help them with that pleasure, or with a solution. you have the experience, you have the background to potentially help them if they decide to, you know, look for your services. Okay, so in this case, as what I've said here, some key things that you can start the sentence with is my accomplishments, or as the director, or as the founder of your business. That gives you some, you know, some basically some good positioning, and it earns the right. It's an Australian term. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but you're earning the right to people to say that you are qualified to answer their pains. Okay, so as a business growth strategist and founder of Life Master Success Secrets, Philippines' most forward-thinking business education company. So I'm creating some positioning there, and that's my goal. So our mission is to simplify success and help you build a profitable business that gives you back your lifestyle. Right? I know this from experience. A lot of business owners that are working, you know, in the business, they want their lifestyle back. So to do this, we train you in the latest cutting-edge marketing strategies and show you how to use technology to automate your business and dramatically increase your profit. Right? So that's something that I've said. Maybe 3 months from now, I'll change that positioning dependent on some of the new clients that I'm getting here on LinkedIn, and then I'll qualify that with some facts that I've created, like, you know, earning X amount of money per month through, you know, these services that I'm providing with you. Okay, so that's some there. So hopefully you guys understand that. Now, Jeremiah, have you got anything else to share with Earn the Right? Or do you want me to explain it more?
Yeah, if you were a, you know, if you were a virtual assistant or somebody who's employed,
Yep.
you gotta mention that as a manager of, as and as don't say employee, so it's kind of better.
Yes.
Yes, so it's better.
Yes.
As the project team leader of blank, something like that. Don't
Yeah.
say employee. All those low.
Yeah.
Instead of, yes, you are an employee, but just ignore that. And you can use any leadership position, even if it's let's say in your religious group, as something some as a leader of this group, I did this, that, you know, whatever it is you did to show that you, for example, you can lead teams, for
Yes.
example,
So if
or
that's, you know, that's
you did a promotion there.
that's great.
So
Yeah. So that's
don't try to
exactly right.
be, what's that word? Try not to be intimidated with director and president and stuff like that. Nobody starts at that position anyway. So
No, that's a
start with
good
what
point.
you have.
Yes. So start with what you have, and if you were like, and I know there's a lot of you that are VAs, and if you were the team leader, and then you had a campaign with the company of some sort, and you were the team leader of that campaign or that project, and then that project was a success, and you know, if you knew about the success, the results from that success, and it could be from a financial gain point of view that the company created, I don't know, 500,000 in sales because you're the team leader. And if you know that's a fact, and if you want to get, I mean, if you want to do the right thing, you could ask that you're going to say this from your managers or from your higher people that you report to, and say that, okay, that was the result. Then you can say that too. As the team leader for so and so company, you know, we created a marketing campaign that created 500,000. And because if you're a VA or an assistant, or that team leader was an American company, $500,000, or you could say US dollars in sales within, I don't know, 3 months or 6 months, whatever that campaign was for. Or it may not be a financial gain. It could be something that, you know, increase the company's productivity by 26%. Whatever you can sort of build more profile or earn the right on yourself and the services that you have, you know, utilize that, use it. Not many people do, and some people, you know, are maybe scared, or they're shy about that. Well, that's the thing that will distinguish you from a lot of the you know, a lot of the people that are out there, or your competitors that are on LinkedIn. You know, you position yourself right with good facts and you know, true facts, then that's it, man. You're going to stand out. You could be that 2% or that 1% percentile of people that are going to get attention, and you know, you're going to get more clients or more or more work. All right. So use those facts. Just think about your experiences in the past and how can you position that to give you a better branding, a better positioning, which in my words, it gives you earn the right, makes you earn the right. Okay. So think about that. Think about some facts that you could use to earn the right, and then basically use that in this part. So this is like every key part is like a paragraph or two in your summary. Right? You don't want to have like a very long summary. You just want to, be direct and be straight to the point, because there'll be a lot of, and I can tell you right now, a lot of presidents and VPs or business owners, they don't want to go through it all. But if you're grabbing their attention, it's just literally 5 or 6 paragraphs, and then if they really like it, they'll send you an email or they'll send you a message in LinkedIn, and boom, you can go from there, which I'll share with you and how to do that in future webinars. Okay, so that's earn the right, and that's basically the 3 points. Let me see. So in summary, let's summarize this. Key requirement number 1 is question your audience. So first, question your target market. So before even that, you've got to know who your target market is. So if you're a VA, you're looking for managers or business owners and to provide your social media experience, then pinpoint those guys, right? Guys and gals. Okay, and then think about, if you've been around for a while and you've been doing a lot of work, think about their pain points. What are their frustrations? Yeah, as a business owner, what are their needs? And if you're positioning that around your service, if their needs are talking about social media campaigns, then that could be it. Like, are they getting return on investment on their social media campaigns, right? So that could be a pain point, right? So think about that. Now, key requirement number 2 is paint the picture. Okay, so you want to push some pain. You want to, and the way you push that is not by you saying it all the time, and use a third party to validate that pain. Hopefully you guys understand what I just said, because it's a very powerful way. Okay, I use a third party that is very known and that positions you in the right way, right? And then give them some pleasure that, hey, our services can provide a solution to that pain. Okay, and then lastly, the third key requirement is earn the right. So validate with your evidence that you can, give them that solution, and you've got some experience in that solution. And that could be experience from getting results with work that you've done before, or that you are this is what you do full time. So in my case, I'm a business strategist full time. Okay, so and then I'll just sort of share about what my company does and what value that we provide or what services that we provide. But you want to go direct to the point. So each of these key requirements, seriously, should just be 1 paragraph or max 2 paragraphs, right? You want to keep it simple. You want to keep it direct. And I'm telling you right now, that's what presidents want. That's what business owners want. They don't want blah, 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 blah. They want to go straight to the point, because they don't have time to read your entire summary. So if you're going to lose them, it could be that you're expressing it too much. You just want to go direct to the point, and basically I will share with you, but I'm not going to talk about it, is then number 4, which is actually the 4th requirement, is humanizing and emotionalizing that sort of your summary. And then number 5, which is of course the very, very important one, well, they're all very important, is that you got to have a call to action, and it should be a call to action to a benefit of some sort. Okay, so these are, if we go back to the 3, these, hopefully you guys are getting good information here that you will actually use. How about people who are with a very low profile? And okay, there's a question here which is actually cool. It's NVV. I know that's not your name, but Jomar, can I answer that?
Let me think. Sure.
Okay, so how about the question is, it says, how about people who are with a very low profile and with little to no experience of those positions? So this is exactly what happened to me, right? this is, of course, we all start from the start. So you don't just come on as a business mentor or as a business strategist and say, I've got all this stuff. At the start, you're going to start with no profile, right? No positioning. So what I did is I found, and I'm sure Jomar's probably done this or he's done something. Well, I know for a fact he has done this, right? When you first begin, you've got no experience. So what you do is you find, big brands out there. Big brands. It could be like, I don't know, if you want to, if you can, well, I challenge you. It's like something like Coca-Cola, right? And then you want to help them with their social media campaign. So if you pinpoint who you can find, who you can talk to, it could be HR, it could be marketing managers of Coca-Cola in the Philippines or something like that, and you want to try to showcase that, you can help them with their Facebook or LinkedIn marketing campaigns, and you'll do it literally. When I first started, I'm going to be honest, I did it in a way that I said, I want to gain more experience, right? So if you allow me, you can just pay me the basic wage, or even, whatever I was desperate when I first started, whatever you want to, give me, but I want to increase my experience, and I think I can help you with, your LinkedIn campaign, for example. So once you can get a position like that, or once you can get some experience like that, then now that works in your favor. Because once you've finished that, and it could be like, you could just be work experience for 2 weeks, I don't know, whatever, but you're not going to reveal that your work experience for 2 weeks. You're going to reveal that you help Coca-Cola with their LinkedIn campaign or with their Facebook campaign, right? So that gives you positioning very rapidly, okay? So that could be one thing, or find something not as crazy as that. It could be something more local. That, like, it could be a local, I don't know, it could be a local brand within your area, and try to give them some of your services, and literally for whatever you can organize, and then use that as that you've worked with companies like this or with local businesses like this, and that's how I've increased my positioning. Okay, okay, that knocks out the question. Cool, that definitely does. Yeah, so that's how I started, and then over time you just grow and grow and grow. Okay, Jomar, you wanted to say something?
No, that's a great answer. No,
Okay, good,
it
good.
is what I did when I began. I worked for Bo Sanchez for several years. You don't have to do the same thing. It doesn't have to be several years.
Yeah,
Okay.
but so that's it. So basically, guys, that's the 3 out of the 5, and 4 and 5 I'm going to reveal at another time in another place. But we will definitely meet again if you want to sort of check this out more. But check, try at least those strategies and play around with your summary with these 3 key requirements initially, and get better at that. I know for a fact that you guys may not create your perfect one at the start like everything else, but just build on it. Like the summary that I have, that's been tested and measured several times, and that's what's working in this market, because I changed this profile just to fit this Philippine market. Well, literally to fit the Metro Manila market. And that this was a different profile when I was targeting people in Melbourne, people in Australia. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is 4 and 5, which we'll share next time. But this is where the summary is. So in summary, this is the summary. And that's pretty cool. And that's where, like I said, this is where all the people on LinkedIn, and remember, that's more than 50% are professionals out there. So they're key decision makers, are going to be looking. So you want to make sure that you get this right? Because if you don't get this right, they're not even going to go down your profile. They're not going to read further down, which showcases your skills, which showcases your, what university you went to, all this other stuff, which we'll talk about moving forward. Right? So I just want to say thank you. I think I'm on time. I like to be on time. To Jomar, and thank you to everyone that listened. I am, we're here for Q&As, so more questions, or Jomar, more sharing. But yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Always a pleasure. And that's it for me for the meantime.
Okay. we're now in the Q&A session. If you guys have any more questions from Jay, I found his advice really, really appropriate, especially now in the days everybody's fixated in Facebook, but they're really neglecting the more resource-rich, more contacts-rich social network of LinkedIn. There's
Yeah.
too many Facebook gurus out there, right? Like me, but not enough people using LinkedIn, right? You get a lot from LinkedIn, especially from the experience of Jay. If you
Yes.
have questions, please do tell us. But more than questions would be an evidence that you're actually doing what we just said, right? So here's your assignment. Please change your your LinkedIn profiles right now. Right, yeah. If you have no questions, which is typical Filipino for, yes, it's the first time I've heard of this. So go ahead, change your LinkedIn profile right now. The replay is going to be live immediately after this, so you can
Wow.
scroll and find out what Jay's LinkedIn looks like. Actually, no, just go to LinkedIn and look at Jay McLean. You can
Yeah.
find his stuff there, and then model from what he's done, at least from what you've learned tonight. Okay, and hey, ask us questions. Okay, and please do type in inside your chat room. No, on the left side there are social media links there, like sharing and stuff like that. Please do share this link in your own page. Share the link to this webinar because we do want to reach out to a lot of people who para makahabol pa sila dun sa mga susunod pang mga webinars. There's two more free webinars every Monday 9 p.m. And if there's a business owner out there who is probably your friend, they would really thank you. No, they would really thank you that you pointed them in this direction because admittedly, personally ako, I neglected my LinkedIn account. Hindi dahil dito sa ito, hindi ko gagawin to. Hindi ko change tong LinkedIn ko. Well, I wanted to change it, but there was no, what is that thing called? Motivation to change it. Now there is.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jay, for giving us the motivation to start changing our LinkedIn profiles because people are looking at my profile, even though I've neglected it for many years. Believe it or not, many years. I've neglected it for many years. So let me just check. I'm not even sure when. 2002? Yeah, that was the last time I touched my LinkedIn.
What the heck?
2002. Yeah. It's been no, probably not even. Maybe it's 2008. No, 2008. Sorry, 2008. Not 2002. 2008 was the last time I ever touched it. Ooh, this is really bad. Okay, fine. It's really bad. So you guys have questions?
So
You
yeah,
guys have no questions, we're gonna say good night, and we're going to expect you guys to show us your LinkedIn profiles. Yeah, your assignment.
yep.
Tag me and tag J Mac in your Facebook page. Yeah, in your Facebook page. Tag us with a link to your LinkedIn profile. So we're gonna expect about 100 LinkedIn profiles for those of you, assuming you guys are actually all doers and not just learners. Let me tell you, success is in the doing. It's not in the learning. Success is in the doing, not in just the learning. So please do it. Do what you need to do, right? Do what you
Yep.
need to do. Tag us in your LinkedIn profiles so we can get in touch with you because the thing with LinkedIn, if you're not connected, you cannot communicate very much.
Yeah.
So you better connect, okay? If we
Mm.
don't know each other, like there is no evidence that we know each other, you really can't communicate unless you use Facebook to do that.
Mm.
So you have to connect with us. Tag this on Facebook first with your LinkedIn profile so you can go visit your LinkedIn profile and we know it's you. So we know it's you.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
They should
Yes.
just consider
Yeah. Just
or in
connect.
Facebook. What do you think?
Now go on LinkedIn
Connect where?
because
In LinkedIn.
yeah, getting because we're using the LinkedIn exercises. Go on LinkedIn. Familiarize
Okay.
yourself with how to connect. Um, yeah, the terminology
Uh-huh.
is connect, and then get you good at that because I can tell you right now, I've been actively in the Philippine market for what's this 1.5 years now, on LinkedIn, and I literally am connected to every brand out there in this market. So we're talking, all the big brands from San Miguel to, and I know who the marketing managers are. I know who the vice presidents are. I mean, they may not know me, but we're connected, right? That's the key thing. We're connected, and in the sessions to come, you will know the power of it once you're connected, because it's like, yeah, I won't reveal too much because I'm already getting excited, and I'll keep talking, but. That's the thing. Like every known brand that you can think of, from universities to like the Rotary clubs and all the big, where big clients are coming in. So I'm talking, the let's say the Fortune 500 companies in the Philippines. If there's a lot more than that, but I'm just saying, I'm connected to someone in the ranks. It may not be the president, but it could be the marketing managers, it could be the vice presidents, it could be the it could be a business director of a business group in San Miguel, but I'm connected to that brand. And it's important that, if you're looking, and from my perspective, this is my niche, is finding corporates and finding business owners and entrepreneurs, and even, small SMEs with franchise owners. That's another thing. Like, Jollibee, KFC, everyone, even Apple Philippines, IBM Philippines, everything that you can think of. It took me literally now. That's why I'm starting to reveal it now, because I know I've got evidence and proof of what I've done in this market, because I know that it's important that I'm sharing you facts or information that's working for me in this market. All right. So, and it's an awesome thing to have when you're connected to these brands, because now, from a marketing, and also TV, radio, I keep forgetting all those big ones too. So anything you can think of, yeah, I'm connected to it. And I suggest that you guys, if you're looking at these as potential clients, potential customers, potential ways to use the media for your positioning and for you to express your value, this is it, man. This is it. LinkedIn is the platform. And these are real people. If they're saying who did I connect to today? If they're saying, well, there's real estate too. So if they're saying they're the director of one of the business units in, I don't know if I can say it, but anyway, I don't know if I can say it. If they're saying that the business director of Century Properties, which is a well-known development company, then they really are, because they wouldn't be using that brand and putting it on LinkedIn, because if they are and Century Properties finds out and they're not part of that company, they're going to get in trouble. So, like I said, evidence has already proven that it's like what I'm saying is 80% of people in there are true people and the right people. So if you're finding the people that you want, you can find them there. Okay. So, and it's a very exciting platform, and I'm going to tell you that this is where my true income is coming from. Right? I mean, I do a lot of events, I do seminars and things like that. They're great. They're things that I enjoy and that I like to do anyway. But if you're talking big pesos, big bucks, it's in this platform, guys. So it's in this platform.
Pesos.
Pesos, pesos, big bucks.
Here's just a confession. I
Yeah.
have 185 pages of neglected LinkedIn invites.
Oh my goodness, man! You are really
And I,
neglecting
I have
LinkedIn.
more than 1,000 messages unread in LinkedIn.
Oh my goodness.
Unread messages. So now you
So
know.
yeah.
It's
So
really sad.
even Jomar has to get in. Yeah, what we call it in
Even
Australia,
I.
Jomar. Yeah. So no questions. I don't know. I haven't looked at the questions. Did we get any questions?
Yeah,
Everyone's saying
yeah,
thanks.
they don't have a lot of questions. Please do, yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. If you have nothing to write, then you know your problem, right? You know your problem. You have to start. You have to start serving people. or if you don't have any talent, you have to start learning some talents from the webinars that we're doing, right?
Hmm.
Because immediately after tonight, you can go ahead and talk to your friends, people who are owners of companies or people in positions in companies, assistant manager staff, and advise them to do this, right? Tell them you
Yep.
learned it from these guys, Jay and Jomar, and then now you can write something in your LinkedIn to help these
Yeah.
people. It's as simple as that. You might say we're joking. No, we're not joking. I'm serious. If you say you don't know anything, now you do. And if you don't do anything with what you learn, then there's really no difference between you and my janitor. You know what I mean? Because I created a blog post on our janitor. So don't be a janitor, guys. Be somebody else. Be somebody your family will be proud of. Okay. So thank you so much,
Okay.
Jay, for joining us tonight, and
Honor, always an
and you
honor.
guys from learning with us. Please do connect with us on Monday. But your assignment between now and Monday, connect with us in LinkedIn. Make sure your LinkedIn is changed because while we're doing the webinar, I already changed mine. So
Wow.
kayo naman, naman. Because I really
Grabe.
neglected this thing. Okay, fine. Let's go. Grabe. You got it. Grabe. That's a bit sad, but there it is.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll listen to you guys. I'll get you in connected with Jay again on Monday. Please do tell the people you know, especially your immediate friends who are business owners, small business owners actually, not just the big ones, small business owners or people in positions in the corporation where you actually work, because LinkedIn will be helpful to them too. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, guys. God bless. God bless,
Okay.
Jay.
Thank you.
Hello to the family.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Bye
you.
bye.
And as is our tradition, Nikki will be answering your questions. If you guys have any questions, we'll keep the webinar on. We'll keep the webinar on. If you have questions about anything like last Monday's webinar, which is still there, if you have questions for me about tonight and you're late, just go ahead and ask. Thanks.